welcome to my new channel, Foxy Lady. Today I want to share with you some tips on how to transition your wardrobe into becoming vegan and cruelty-free. So if you are thinking of becoming vegan, or if you're a newbie, or if you just want to be more aware of what you wear, this is a great video for you. Before I start, I just want to say why I'm actually touching the clothing aspect of veganism, and that is because I feel that there's just so much information out there about the vegan diet. That's the first thing you think about when someone says that they're vegan, but being vegan, and I feel like I'm saying that word so many times, but who cares? That's what it's all about, right? No, but being vegan is a whole lot more than not just eating animals. It is a whole lifestyle change, and a part of that lifestyle change means that you also don't wear them, and you don't test anything on them, and you just don't harm them at all. So I feel that there's not enough information out there about the clothes, and that's what I'm here for. So before we talk about where to buy vegan fashion and how to buy vegan clothes, it's really important that you actually know what you already own in your closet, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So yeah, let's go. Okay, so first of all, you want to know what in your closet is made out of animal materials and what is not. And by that I mean that fur and leather are not the only animal fabrics. It actually consists of a whole lot more. It could be cashmere, it could be suede, which is actually the other side of leather. It's a little bit more rough. Wool, felt, down, which is actually feathers. Usually it's duck feathers, and most likely it'll be in fluffy winter coats. Silk and angora, those are just the things, the fabrics that pop into my head. Those are all made out of animal fibers, so those are what you want to look for in your closet and get rid of them. Some fabrics that are not made out of animal fibers are cotton, polyester, rayon, canvas. Those are just a few, and I promise you there's a whole wide world of fabrics that you can get and clothes that you can buy that look just like real animal fibers, but they're not, and nobody's been harmed on the process. So we'll get to that on another video, but for now, look for all those animal fibers that are in your closets. The second way to know what your garments are made out of is by looking at the labels inside the garment. So the label, where usually it tells you how to wash the garment, should also tell you how many percentages of each fiber it has. So for instance, if your garment is made out of 100% cotton, that means that no animals have been harmed there, and that's good. But if it says 50% cotton and 50% wool, that means that it has 50% wool in it, and that is made out of goat, so that's animals. Even if it says 5% wool, that is still consisting of animal fibers in the garment. But that is a great way, the easiest way to actually know what your garment is made out of. And then from there, knowing about your shoes, you can look inside the tongue or on the sides of the shoe. It should tell you if the shoe is made out of leather or any other animal fabric, or if it just says all man-made material. That's the best way to know that your whole shoe is made out of man-made materials and no animals are harmed there. Okay, so another way that you can figure out if your garments are made out of animal fibers or not, and this one is going to be your last resort, okay? So that is if there's no labels in your clothes, and if you're really unsure if it is, and you really want to know. Another way of knowing is actually burning a small piece of it. Now, if you try this one, please, please, please be careful. If you're young, have an adult next to you. We really don't want you to burn down the house or cause any trouble or any harm to yourself. So what you want to do is take a small piece of the fabric of the garment and burn it. And by smelling it, you can know if it's made out of animal fibers or not. So if it smells like burnt hair, most likely it could be wool, it could be cashmere, it could be silk. Those all have kind of a burnt hair kind of smell. And also you will see that the fabric will kind of crumble and become more like ashes. And that really is the same effect that will happen if you burn your hair. If it burns and becomes melted, or right away turns into this really hard ball, then that most likely is polyester or some kind of synthetic fiber, and then you know that there's no animal harm over there, and that's a good way to know. But really try to take this as a last resort. As far as leather, if you try to burn leather, let's say you're not sure if your shoe is made out of leather or not, you can burn it a little bit and you'll see that if it doesn't melt, if nothing happens to it, it's made out of real leather, and that's just another way to know. Yeah, just to be more precise. So after you've done that, you still want to look for those hidden leathers or hidden animal fibers in your garments. By that I mean, look closely at your jeans and maybe some of your fabric handbags or anything that might have a little hidden tag or label or handles or anything at all that might be made out of leather. So I know, for instance, that a lot of designer jeans, the tag on the back that says the name of the brand most likely would be made out of leather. Sometimes if it's not leather, it's just some kind of like a very rough paper. But yeah, those are things that you want to look for if you're taking it seriously to know what you have in your closet. Okay, so those are the ways that you can know what your fabrics are made out of, what your clothes are made out of, and now you come to the point that you're asking yourself, okay, what do I do with all of this? There's a few ideas that might be helpful for you. The first, you can donate it. Try not to throw it away. Let's recycle it at least, so you can donate it to someone in need. And if you don't want to donate it, you can give it to a friend or pass it on to a family member. So, you know, find some kind of use of your old items that you're no longer going to be using. I personally gave away a lot of my things. I gave a lot of my designer stuff to my family members, and yeah, I wish they were vegan, but I'm still trying to work on it. So instead of throwing it away, that's something you can do. If you really don't want to give it away, or if it costs you so much money and you spend like a fortune on your designer goods and you don't want to give it away, you can always sell it. You can sell it to a consignment shop. You can sell it to, there's a lot of websites today that sell pre-owned goods. So that's a good way for you to make some money on that and maybe buy your new vegan closet. Woo! If you have some items that you feel like you're emotionally attached to and you really don't want to give it away and you don't feel like you want to sell it, that's okay too, you know? Being vegan, it's a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. Even if you really want to, it's still, there's a lot to learn and a lot to know, and it'll take you some time to figure out everything. So if you feel that you still want to wear what you already own, you know, it's already been done. It is what it is. Just don't buy anything new ever again from animals. But if you feel that you still want to wear it, go ahead and do it. There's no right or wrong here. Don't care or worry what anybody will think, and don't think that you're phony for doing it because you are, you know, on the process of giving everything up. If you're vegan, most likely you're doing it from ethical reasons or health issues. There's always a reason to being vegan, and it's a great reason, but take your time, and it's okay if you still want to wear it. For me personally, when I first became vegan, I still wore my leather shoes and handbags, but over time I just kind of felt that it was really weird and I didn't want to do it anymore, and I gave it up. So it's a process, and follow your own pace. That's the most important thing. That's, I think, the way for success and to be vegan long term, because it could be challenging at times. So those are my tips, and just one last thing I want to say is don't forget why you're doing this. I know that transitioning to veganism could be very hard at first and very challenging, but whenever you do get to that point, just remember the reason why you're doing it. You are supporting animals and you are their voice, and you don't believe that harming them and taking their lives and causing them so much torture and pain is worth any amount of money, and it is just not worth looking good in a leather jacket or feeling fabulous in this pair of high designer heels. I can guarantee you, and promise you that there's so many items that you can buy today that look just as good and no animals have been harmed. So whenever you feel that you're a little disencouraged and it's just very tough, just always remember those pictures in your head, the reason why you became vegan, and know that you have to be such a strong person, such an amazing soul to really go for it and give up all of this for them. Nobody decided to be vegan just because they wanted to for no ethical reason or health issue or anything concerning of that. So just be strong, and I will be your biggest cheerleader and support you throughout the way. So good for you and good luck, and I hope I helped you out a little bit. And if I did, please subscribe to my channel and give me some thumbs up so I can upload some more videos and help you out. Toodaloo!
She is always right there.